What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning into my channel, Jace's Own World. I know you guys probably just saw the short that I made regarding my coolant the other day when I went for a drive around the neighborhood. I came back and I parked it into the driveway, and right when I pulled up into the driveway, I immediately got a low coolant level light pop on my dash. I was like immediate when I parked and I turned my car off, and so I checked my engine bay and the coolant, and there was coolant spilling out of the coolant tank, which was just crazy. I've never seen that before, and so I was really bummed out because I thought it was going to be something really, really bad and serious about my car and my engine. But upon further inspection, after removing the coolant tank itself, I removed the coolant tank cap, and the seal was barely hanging on. The little rubber seal was barely hanging on. So basically, that cap, which was the original cap, and I have 179,531 miles on this car, the original cap was starting to deteriorate and the seal was not sealing. And because, you know, the coolant gets so hot and there's so much pressure in the coolant system, meaning if you drive the car for quite a while and the engine coolant gets up to temp and the engine is basically warm, you do not want to remove that coolant cap because there's so much pressure in that system that if you remove it, you're going to get a ton of steam right into your face and your hands and your arms and everything, and coolant is going to spill out. So what's keeping all that pressure in there is that rubber seal, and if that rubber seal is not sealing correctly, then your coolant is going to spill out, and that's essentially what all of my coolant did. So I checked the coolant tank and there were no leaks, just making sure that there were no leaks there, and it was a pretty new coolant tank, but I decided to get my lifetime warranty on it through ECS tuning and return that and get a brand new one in replacement, along with a brand new OEM coolant cap. So I just put all that in a little bit ago and filled it all up with coolant, and I am now on a little drive right now and everything is working correctly. I do not see any coolant leaks or anything like that. There's no coolant coming out of the cap on the coolant reservoir. Everything is checking out fine. What I also did the other day is I decided to change my tune back to an off-the-shelf tune. I've been custom tuned with my IS-38 now for a good 4+ years now, and it's been great. But I wanted to go back to an off-the-shelf tune because I wanted to see if that off-the-shelf tune, which is just a basic IS-38 tune, was going to change any of the symptoms that my car is having, like the bucking, the hard starting, the hesitation on cold drives, yada, yada, yada. So I decided to go back to an off-the-shelf IS-38 tune, and who that tune is through is Eurodyne. I'm not very confident in Eurodyne tunes, but while I'm driving on this tune, I'm just going to take it really easy. I'm not going to really get into boost or anything like that. I just want to see if the driving symptoms, especially like the bucking on my car, go away by switching from my custom tune to my off-the-shelf IS-38 tune. So I did that, and while I was doing that, it takes a while because going from a custom tune to an off-the-shelf tune through Eurodyne takes a while. It took like 45-50 minutes to upload the off-the-shelf IS-38 tune. So I was doing that, and I didn't have any trickle chargers connected to my battery. Well, when that tune was done uploading, I tried turning on my car and my car would not turn on. So my battery basically died, which kind of sucks. And so I recharged the battery with the jumper cables and the car started up immediately. And so I drove it around the car, and then I came back and I parked it overnight. The next morning, my car wouldn't start again. So I was like, crap, man, this sucks. So I had to charge it again. What that got me thinking, though, is all of the hard starts that my car has been having, it starts up fine, but it struggles to stay started sometimes. I'm wondering if my factory OEM alternator is starting to go out. I just had my battery checked by O'Reilly's to see if it was still good, and they said it was in really good health still. Because I bought my battery from them, I had them check it, and so I don't think it's my battery. I am wondering if my alternator or my starter is going out. I don't think it's the starter, because then you wouldn't hear clicks or anything like that. So I doubt it's the starter. But I'm just wondering if my factory OEM alternator is starting to go out at 179,000 miles and change, you know? I mean, that's a pretty good amount of miles to be running the factory alternator tuned basically the car's entire life. So, I think I might upgrade my alternator soon and see if that changes any of the hard starts. So I will update that in the future and let you guys know when I do that install. But regarding the bucking and the change of the tunes, I am driving right now. After switching the tune, this is basically my first drive, like real drive, that's out of the neighborhood. And I am not getting any bucking with this off-the-shelf IS38 tune, which is kind of crazy. So, man, I mean, I would like to actually drive my car more to have a definitive conclusion regarding the bucking issue and the switching of the tunes. So as of right now, I'm going to tell you, while this video is uploaded, I'm going to tell you right now that I have not had a single bucking on the car. Do I know if the bucking is completely gone? I do not know for sure, because like I said, this is my very first drive, like actual drive out of the neighborhood and stuff on the off-the-shelf IS38 tune. What I am going to do is I'm going to contact my tuner and let him know that this symptom might be going away because I'm not on his tunes anymore. So I need to let him know that, just so that he has some idea of what's going on, because I've been in contact with him for years now regarding this bucking issue on my car. But I'm really hopeful that the bucking has gone away. I mean, everything's plugged in, like, yeah, it's just really odd. The only thing that stinks about the off-the-shelf tune is I still have a check engine light, because I have my secondary air injection pump deleted, and with an off-the-shelf tune, you cannot code out that check engine light for that. So only a custom tuner can, you know, take those codes out so that you're not seeing a check engine light. But at least I know the check engine light is for the secondary air injection pump codes. But other than that, the car is running great. Besides the hard start, the coolant is fixed with the new cap and the bottle and everything. It was basically just the cap, which was, you know, very, very, very cheap. But yeah, so the car is running really good right now, which is crazy to know on this off-the-shelf IS38 tune. Obviously, the car is not going to be as quick because my water method injection, I turned the pump off so that it's not spraying water meth injection boost juice, which is what I run. through the system while I'm running this IS-38 off the shelf tune, because it's not tuned for that. So it's just basically a 91 octane, and that's it. But yeah, it's crazy that the bucking has not happened yet. I've driven about 10 miles now and it hasn't bucked once. So I just am giving you this quick update to let you know it might be tune related. So long story short, any of you who are having a bucking issue specifically on your car, take away the fuel smell, take away the hard starts, take away the sputtering on a cold engine, take all the other symptoms that my car is having away, and focus only on the bucking issue. I know a few of you have reached out to me and messaged me on my channel here regarding you also having a bucking issue and you unplugging the N80 valve to get rid of the bucking, which seems to be the solution to that. You know, you get a check engine code that pops up when you unplug the N80 valve, but as far as drivability, it drives a lot better when the car isn't bucking. Like, it's just buck, you know, like it's so random. Sometimes it will do it like all the time. Sometimes it will do it hardly ever, but it does it. And when it does do it, it's really annoying and affects the driving quite a bit. So a lot of us, you know, just unplug the N80 valve and be on our way. If you are having the bucking issue on your car, see if it's tune related. I don't know if all of you are tuned, if you're stage 1, 2, if you're upgraded turbo, whatever. Doesn't matter. If you're tuned on this car, let me know if you're having that bucking issue. Let me also know if you're completely stock and you're still having the bucking issue, because that would really be helpful to us in the community as we are all trying to figure this thing out. So go ahead, if you're tuned, try switching tunes. If you're custom tuned, try going back to an off-the-shelf tune if you have one, and see if that changes any of the bucking issue. Plug your N80 valve back in if you have it unplugged and go for a drive and see if it fixes it. It seems like it's driving a lot better right now than it ever has before with the N80 valve plugged in. So, or at least in the last few years. So go ahead and do that. But I'm going to leave this video right there. Thank you for all those who have come to my channel recently. There have been a few of you. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting, for liking, for disliking, for getting involved with the community. We're here for each other. We're here to figure things out, and that's what I like my channel to be about. Is, you know, it's not just like random stuff. It's actually, I'm trying to help you guys while I'm helping myself. So thank you all for everything that you do. And if you have any comments or any questions or any advice or input regarding any of these issues, go ahead and throw them in the comments. You can also comment on my Instagram channel at Jason's Own World. I don't really use it that much, but you can still, I go on there just to like watch videos and stuff, but I don't post on there. But if you want to leave me a message, you can do that. I have a few, you know, videos and pictures on the MK7 GTI on there. So I'll leave that all at that. Thank you again for coming in and supporting this channel. And until the next video, peace.